Happy September, guys! How excited are you that we're here at this time of the month? This is absolutely my favourite. All the months that end in burr, I love them. This is where I come alive. Thank you for joining me for this September reset video. You're going to be budgeting with me. We're going to be looking at August, which I kind of went a bit astray with some spending. Setting up for September, which is a lower income month for me because it's where I get in all my income from the summer, which is always less for me. We're going to take a look at some goals for the month. I need to stay hydrated because even though I love this time of year, we already have colds in the house. My daughter's absolutely full of it. My throat feels a little bit scratchy. So, you know, we're trying to up the water intake. I also want to talk through the batch cooking that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be slightly different this month, but I'll talk you through that later. Before we get into this video, could you do me a really massive favour, because my views have been shockingly low on YouTube at the minute. If you can give this video a like, drop me a comment, let me know what your favourite colour is, let me know let me know what your favourite season is, whatever, it doesn't matter, because engagement on the video really helps with the YouTube algorithm to get it pushed out. I would be really grateful if you could help me out with that. So for the August budget then, no real surprises in home or food, transportation or entertainment. The personal category kind of went a bit astray, but we're not going to focus too much on that. We're just going to get back on track for September. The back to school budget ended up being £367.37. And then I've had to add in 2 extra categories because I didn't account for these at the beginning of the month. So we've got eating out was 67 and takeaways was 78. So the back to school came out of the sinking fund, so that was just a little bit over, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm going to go through and quickly fill out everything for August, and then we'll go and set up for September. So let's add up in total how much we spent in August. So the actual was £2,217.35, and if we take away what we budgeted, so we were £166.37 over. So let's move over into September, which I think is going to be the last one I'm going to be able to fit in this very lovely budget planner. So September, I have less income in September, which I guess the very nature of being self-employed is that, you know, your income goes up and down, and it's not a surprise because this is kind of the income that I earned during the summer when people are out and about, people go on holiday. You know, people are not watching videos as much, they're not buying the types of things that I'm selling as much, so that's completely to be expected. So I'm rolling over 100 and the income is 2,134, so that gives us 2,234. Now my goal for September is to increase my income by at least £400. I'm planning to do this by leaning really heavily into UGC work that I've been doing for a couple of months now, and I haven't really spoken much about it because I wanted to try it out before I spoke on it. So in order to do that, that's literally just getting two gigs, UGC gigs, so it's not beyond the realm of possibility. So that is the goal. Hopefully we can increase it by a lot more than that. I've already filled out all of my kind of fixed home expenses. So let me just go ahead and add those up. That's 1,180. I don't have the TV license on there anymore because if you watch my last video, you'll know that I only got the license so that I could watch the Olympics. And now that's finished, I've cancelled the license, so I don't need to be paying that because we don't watch live television or the BBC. So miscellaneous, I have started cash stuffing. You may have seen I've done a few cash stuffing videos recently. So I have a miscellaneous wallet that gets cash into, and also I like to give myself a miscellaneous budget in my bank account as well. So we're going to leave that at 100. I've also got a personal wallet in here that I just intend to put £10 into every week. So I'm budgeting 50 for that. So let's put 150 there. Groceries is 250, and then cleaning or like kind of family toiletry products is 50. So we're budgeting 300 for that. And I'm actually, once we finish this, I'm going to go through the batch cooking that we're going to be doing for this month and how I intend to stick to this amount. Insurance is the same for my car. Fuel has gone up by £20. Now the kids are back at school and my daughter's also started work, so I'm going to be taking her backwards and forwards. So I've just added an extra 20 on for that, and we'll see how we get on this month. So that takes us to 90 for that. And then Netflix, just a very basic subscription with adverts. I don't mind watching a couple of adverts because they're really not excessive. And then I do like Discovery Plus, so we're going to keep that. So let's set that as 9. And then let's go through and add up how much we are budgeting for September. So that is £1,729. So let's talk batch cooking. We went through with the kids and spoke about what kind of dinners that they wanted. I'm trying to do at least 5 nights of dinners per week. And what I've done is I have done a shop that should be enough for me to do 2 weeks worth now, and then in the middle of the month I'll do another big shop and do to the end of the month. So I've just spent £86 on a shop. I'll put in somewhere what we got. And the things that I'm batch cooking this month are chili, so that we can have either chili wraps or chili con carne. I'm going to be doing a bolognese, because then I just need to do spaghetti on the day. A creamy garlic chicken, which is a recipe that I've just found online and I haven't done it, so I'm hoping that that one freezes really well because it sounds delicious. I'm also going to be batch cooking a curry. Normally I would go for more of an Indian style curry, whereas this time I'm going to make a Chinese curry. And then we are going to have homemade pizzas. Now I don't know whether I'm going to batch cook those because they do freeze really well actually. But I just don't know if I can be bothered to make the dough. But they are a firm favourite in our house. The kids love those, and I love them too because you can, you know, create exactly what you want. I love cheese, my daughter not so much, so you can really customise it to, you know, to what your kids want, especially if your kids are fussy eaters. These are great. Those are the 5 meals we'll be having every week. We're not fussy in this house. We will eat the same thing over and over again. We're not a family that needs to be having you know, different meals all the time. We're quite content with having the same thing. That leaves one night when the kids will go to their dad's and they should have dinner there, and then one night where it'll just be something quick out of the cupboard. Oh, I also wanted to make a aubergine and mozzarella pasta bake, but I'm not sure how well that'll freeze, so that might be a make on the day thing. So let's talk goals then for September. My first goal, as I mentioned earlier, is to increase my income by £400. I just need to do a couple of extra UGC gigs this month, and I should be able to hit at least that, which is really exciting. If you're interested in UGC and you want me to go into more details about it, because I know it can be really scary. I remember feeling really overwhelmed when I first started. What am I supposed to be charging? Do I just hand it over to them in perpetuity? Do I charge more for that? What if they're running ads on it? If you want me to make a video about that, I'm happy to do that, and I can go into details and I can talk about how much is realistic to charge for UGC videos. So the battery's just died on my camera, so if you feel like you're super close, it's because I've only got little arms and I can't hold my phone that close, that far away, sorry. So yes, back to goals then. So increase the income. I'm also going to commit to 2 YouTube videos on this channel every week. That will consist of a video like this, which would just be a chatty kind of video. I might start to do more vlog style videos for one of them, just like spend the day with me, work with me as a self-employed person, if that's any interest. And the other one will be the weekly cash stuffing video. Another goal is to post on TikTok at least once a day. I have a TikTok for Project Rich Mum, which will be centered much the same as the content you find here. So if you are interested, I'll link that. Come over, find me over there, drop me a comment on one of the videos, let me know that you've come from over here, and I will give you a follow back. We can be friends, we can be TikTok friends. I also have another channel that YouTube channel that I started a really long time ago that has over 1,000 subscribers on, but it hasn't hit the watch hours to be able to monetize it. And to be honest, I've kind of just left it, and I've been meaning to go back to it, and then kind of life just gets in the way, you know. But it's very much centered around true crime and paranormal, spooky kind of stuff. So I feel like this is a perfect time of year to try to resurrect that. So I've been working on scripting some videos. I haven't got around to filming them yet. So that is another goal for myself, is to I should set a date, shouldn't I? By Monday, so that's the 9th of September, I will have a video up on the other channel. Again, I will link that down below if you want to go and take a look. So those are the fixed goals that I'm going to set myself. They're very much focused around kind of the business and growing my social media. I don't want to set too many, because if I set too many, I get overwhelmed and then none of them get done. So I feel like those are manageable. I can reasonably expect to get those done. So that's us pretty much set up for September. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment. That kind of stuff really helps in terms of getting more, in terms of being able to push the video out to more people, which helps this channel to grow. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you